nuclear power stations, more lighthouses than you can shake a stick at, and arguably, possibly, the UK's only desert. Yep, no prizes for guessing, we are in Dungeness this weekend. Although, solve a dilemma for us. Is it Dungeness or Dungeness? It's a bit of an ongoing debate in the household. So yeah, if you know, let us know. So as I'm putting together this video, I realised that those both basically sounded exactly the same. So to be a little bit clearer, I say Dungeness. Kerry reckons it's Dungeness. What do you think? Let us know in the comments. Anyway, the trip actually started a few days earlier for Kerry, who made his way into London, through London, did all sorts of exciting things job-wise, and then would meet me a little bit further south later on.
Don't tell me. I'm not saying anything.
While he was doing all manner of exciting things and getting some time in a hotel, I was at home with the dogs getting the motorhome ready to set sail. Well, it won't be too shabby if the weather is like this at our destination. We'll catch you later. That's what Sandy makes of Thurrock Services at Lakeside, and she's probably not wrong in fairness.
80th birthday party with a load of
That's the intro. You got that there. Dungeness is probably a bit of a Marmite place. Some people, I suspect, will absolutely love it. Others just won't see the attraction. And maybe some others may be a bit like me. It depends on the day. I certainly like the bleakness. I like these houses, the way it's spread out. But also I can see why people might think that that's kind of messy and depressing. And obviously you do have the small matter of 2 nuclear power stations as the backdrop. So it depends on how you view that as to what you make of Dungeness. We'll leave some footage of our journeying around Dungeness for you to have a look through and decide whether it's the sort of place that would tick your boxes or fill you with abject horror. We stayed just along the coast from Dungeness in a place called New Romney. We stayed in the caravan park there. There'll be a link to the campsite video in the description. And again, this was a bit of a Marmite place. Cracking shingle beach, lovely walk, but also a lot of helicopter activity with the so-called small boats. I'm going to leave it there. We didn't feel comfortable with it, but different people have different views on that sort of thing. Just put a bit of a sour note on it for us. But again, might be something that doesn't bother you at all. Again, the views are really quite wide and flat. It's quite an interesting area. The colourful beach huts make it quite cool. There is also a sandy beach, which we discovered a little bit later on. But yeah, definitely an interesting place to go to. You can also find the pilot in here, where you'll get probably the largest meal you've ever had. Our trip this time was spoiled a little bit by a big party of people who kind of took over the whole place, and the food wasn't as good as we've had on previous occasions. Again, possibly related to the fact that they had a big gathering there. Well, good morning. It's another blustery one, as you can probably see. But yeah, gorgeous blue skies. So our final morning in New Romney, so we've just come out for a walk on the beach and discovered a massive sandy beach. We did spot it the other day, but I don't think we realised it was quite so close to the campsite. But we ventured out here on foot this morning and it's really very close. So if you want a sandy beach, actually it is pretty convenient for that. So yeah, this is our last activity on our trip down here. It's been enjoyable. I think Folkestone was probably the highlight. New Romney and Dungeness possibly a little less so. Wouldn't necessarily rush back, simply because it's a long way from us and there are places nearer to home that offer more. But that's not to say we haven't enjoyed it. But yeah, let's it's good this way because the wind is behind us. I think on the way back it could be a little bit more brutal, but we will worry about that on the way back.